In recent years, Israel's political landscape has experienced a visible shift to the right. The political instability between 2019 and 2022 facilitated the rise of the far right, but the decisive move was Benjamin Netanyahu's alliance with small far-right parties in the new government. What was once considered a fringe, ultra-nationalist element has moved firmly into the political mainstream. This transformation is not sudden though. It's the culmination of distinct ideological currents that have converged and radicalized over decades. Today, Israel's far-right is no longer merely an influence on the Israeli government, but has become the ideological core of the country. At the heart of this shift is New Zionism, a far-right ideology that merges secular nationalist ambitions and messianic religious doctrine. Two once distinct ideological streams are now reinforcing each other. Fueled by Jewish supremacy and anti-Arab racism, its adherents consider the illegal settlement of Palestinian lands by Jews to be both a national and religious duty. Since the country's November 2022 elections, this ideology has translated into direct political power. In Israel's fragmented multi-party system, Prime Minister Netanyahu's Likud party depended on the religious Zionism Otzma Yehudit bloc to secure a majority. This empowered far-right leaders to exert significant pressure and to demand major concessions. They secured senior ministries, with Bezalel Smotrich taking on the role as finance minister, along with his portfolio within the defense ministry in charge of Palestine's occupied West Bank, and Itamar Ben-Gvir claiming the new national security minister position. From day one, since November 2022, the far-right effectively steer the government's priorities, deeply embedding themselves in the state's governing machinery. The policy impact has been evident. Amid Israel's genocidal assault on Palestine's Gaza, Smotrich declared that the war shouldn't end until Israel regains full control over the Palestinian territory. Meanwhile, Ben-Gvir threatened to quit the coalition during hostage negotiations if the government agreed to any deal that left Hamas undestroyed. Among numerous extreme proposals from the far right for the culmination of Israel's assault on Gaza was even a plan to push the enclave's population into Sinai.
הגיעה העת להחיל את הריבונות הישראלית ביהודה ושומרון, להוריד מן הפרק אחת ולתמיד את רעיון חלוקת הארץ הקטנטנה שלנו והקמת מדינת טרור במרכזה.
Palestine's occupied West Bank has also been affected by the rightward shift. Illegal Jewish settler attacks on Palestinians have skyrocketed in the past 2 years. Far-right Israeli activists appear to take the war as a green light to incite violence, and armed settler groups have been raiding Palestinian villages, assaulting farmers, and torching properties with increasing frequency and severity. Illegal construction and land grabs that previous Israeli governments might have carried out surreptitiously are now bragged about proudly. The influence is also felt at the holy site in the old city of Jerusalem. Far-right politicians have championed the Temple Mount movement, which agitates for Jewish prayer rights within the Al-Aqsa compound. This undermines the long-standing 1994 Jordan-Israel agreement, under which Muslims hold prayer rights and Jews are allowed to visit, not pray. For the far right, however, staking a claim here is a matter of religious nationalist pride, a spectacle of sovereignty, a demonstration that no part of Palestinian land is off limits to Israeli control.
אנחנו שנתיים אחרי הטבח הנורא, כאן בהר הבית יש ניצחון. בכל בית בעזה יש תמונה של הר הבית. אנחנו היום שנתיים אחרי מנצחים בהר הבית. אנחנו בעלי הבית בהר הבית. אני רק מתפלל שראש ממשלתנו יאפשר ניצחון מלא גם בעזה, להשמיד את החמאס, עד השם נחזיר את החטופים וננצח ניצחון מוחלט.
During the Gaza genocide, Israel's far-right doubled down on its narrative that only a more ruthless approach will guarantee Israel's safety, and that humanitarian concerns are secondary to crushing the enemy. Once in the political margins, the country's far-right has become the dominant engine of the current government, and its radical ethno-supremacist ideology has become mainstream among Israelis. Decades earlier, prominent Jewish intellectuals like Albert Einstein and Hannah Arendt had warned of terrorist right-wing chauvinist tendencies of New Zionism, citing its parallels to Nazi and fascist parties. Their warning may go down in history as a cautionary tale. When supremacy becomes the prevailing ideology and gains control over a country's political machinery, the radical becomes the norm, and destruction and butchery become tools to achieve an end goal: total domination.